What?
And we back.
Where?
We're actually live now.
We're live?
Yeah. We're having some technical difficulties this morning, everybody, so please bear with us.
And,
No, I ain't
and
bearing
E.O.
nothing.
Crane, the
Is hangry.
DBM is now hangry.
So, so I'm trying to just survive over here. So what I want to do is I want to go into my damn city of the week. Okay? All right?
That you get to do by yourself, unsupervised.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Well, because I already did Crotch Crescent, United Kingdom. But I didn't get to
Well,
show
but they didn't get to see that. So why don't we
see
do
the pictures? Okay, do Crotch Crescent, United Kingdom. We'll show the pictures and stuff like that. And Crotch Crescent, I have no story behind it.
Oh,
It's kind of
this is
self-evident.
pretty.
Look at that. This is a 3-story barn that was redone.
Nice.
It's
They
a
did a
barn.
great job with that barn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you,
But I know you don't want that many chairs.
no,
you don't
that's
want
too
that
many
big of a
damn
table.
chairs.
Yeah.
No. You know, me and Jennifer, we got 6 or 4 teenagers. We got 4 chairs too many right there. I would all be outside some damn way.
But I do love the natural wood elements in there.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at all that crop top. Mhm.
All that what?
At the crop, it's cropped at the top with the wood.
Oh, okay.
Okay, as long as if we're not saying it's crotch top,
No,
because
we're not.
they go after the name of the city. Yes.
Yeah. The beams and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice
See right there, 2 chairs. That's what I'm talking about right
Sir,
there.
there's
Oh, there's
at
one.
least
There's some more around
5.
the corner.
Oh, damn it.
Look, you got your little glider. So that way you can take a break between coming from the first
Exactly.
floor to the third floor.
Catch your breath.
Yes.
Need to have a snack bar there.
There you go. You got your master. I love the beams. I love the beams.
What are they asking for this?
1,379,000.
Okay.
And what's
Look
the
at
low,
this.
low payment?
I like
Huh?
it.
The low payment of $9,975.71. Because it's that time of the month, 71 cents.
I'll give you 75.
You got 75 cents? Do I hear the 9,000?
Maybe the ladies on the RU show will help out and split it 4,500 each.
Well, you know how they are.
Maybe
I'm just
next
saying.
month after a couple closings.
Is that like a trampoline
looks
buried
It's a
into the
trampoline built
ground?
in the ground. It's a trampoline
Oh,
built
it's
in the
pretty
ground.
cool. I like that.
Trampoline built in the ground. Look at that. Too many chairs.
But see, they won't fall as far when you tell them to trip and fall coming off the trampoline.
But if they jump, they're going to wind up on that grass. That grass ain't going to give,
That's
okay?
probably safer.
They're like
Wow.
quaint little rooms and stuff like that.
Oh, yes. This is cute. So, remind us, how does it get its name? In the
Crotch
city?
Crescent,
Yes.
self-explanatory. Crotch Crescent, self-explanatory. People. Self-explanatory.
Again, he's unsupervised when it comes to these.
Okay, now I do have a 9-bedroom, 10-bath, 16,829 square foot home, sitting on 317 acres in the upper Colorado Rocky Mountains
Oh,
I'm
nice.
sure that
for
has
a
a nice
cool
view.
$20 million.
20 mil?
20 million.
With a
Peanuts.
most reasonable payment of
Next month I got you.
$146,667.29. So if you got $146,667.29 a month, you too can live in the picturesque town of Old Roach, Colorado.
Oh, heck
Old
no.
Roach.
Old Roach, Colorado. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Old Roach, Colorado. You
I
too
love
can
the
live in
fountain.
Old Roach,
Beautiful.
Colorado. Look at that. That's Old Roach.
That is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
I mean, I don't see no roaches crawling out from underneath, so I mean,
No.
we do pretty good.
Yeah,
I like
Right
the
there.
light. Ooh,
Oh,
I
wow.
do.
yeah. This is gorgeous.
Yeah. For 20 mil. Jeez.
Well, I mean, if you're on top of the Rocky Mountains, I mean,
Yeah.
you're not going to be
Yeah.
cheap.
Oh yeah, look at that.
317 acres.
Oh wow, you
Right.
got the whole mountain.
The whole, exactly.
Sounds
The
like
it
it.
sounds like it. Yeah.
Make
Oh,
your
you got a
own people
pool.
up in there.
A pool you're going to be able to use
Yeah.
30 days a year.
30 days.
You can ice skate on it.
Yeah, you can
The
ice
other
skate on it.
nine.
Now you can ice skate on it. 4 months a year.
Yes.
You got to keep the fountains going. You got to keep
Yeah.
the fountains going so it don't freeze. Look at that.
Oh,
Look at
that
Look,
is
still looking,
gorgeous.
look,
That is
you're looking
gorgeous.
into downtown Denver
That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
from your 317 acres.
Dang.
Well, see.
Okay,
So
so
what's up with the turtles?
I don't know what that's
Did y'all
about.
didn't
You
notice the
said you had
turtles?
turtles, yeah. So would you like to know how Old Roach, Colorado, got its name?
Yes, please.
It's the twin of New Roach, Colorado.
Wow.
Did they come up with these city names after the legalization of marijuana
I
in
guess so.
Colorado?
Good point.
That's my
Chris.
new roach. This is my old
This
roach.
is New Roach, and I'm over here at Old Roach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it was old roach because they had roaches before
Yeah.
it was legal.
It was legal. There you go. So New Roach, you can legally smoke marijuana, and Old Roach, you can go to jail back then.
Yes, yes. You learn something new every day.
Hey, I try to do what I can in my research because being unsupervised, you got to get out there and do what you can do.
You do.
Yeah, stuff like that. Now today is the show is going to be about a variety of topics.
What we doing our
What's this?
HAR?
Oh, I'm sorry, the HAR. My mind bad. Hungry.
It's you hangry?
Yes.
But
okay. Bring
I'm
up the
looking when I can
HAR.
see that one.
Bring up the HAR. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is our good friend Tara's listing.
Oh, is this her one over in Katy?
Yeah, it's our Katie
I've
listing.
seen some of her marketing on social media and stuff like that. It's
Oh,
actually gorgeous home.
Yeah. So she, she told me, she says, this is the first house I've got in my farm because this is in her neighborhood, right?
Okay.
I said, so this is your neighborhood. And so
Oh, that's
I don't think this is the one that she did the auction, but it might be. But anyway, look at this.
I like
Oh,
it.
This
it's gorgeous.
house is gorgeous.
And I'm looking. I have the MLS pulled up, but they just did a price reduction as well.
Yeah.
I mean, reduced the price. What, $41,000? So
Wow.
that's a
Yeah.
nice reduction on that
Yeah.
price.
I like it.
So it's a beautiful home, and the description I read, I don't know where I read it at. It was like, this is a house of warmth that you want to live in. And with the woods, I can see that.
Yes.
And I also see it's a 4-bedroom, 3 full baths, 2 half baths.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
So you got plenty of toilets for everybody.
There you go.
Yes.
Everybody, you got a toilet.
Ooh,
You
I
got
like
a toilet.
that. Look at that.
This is Oprah Winfrey show today.
I like that shower.
Oh,
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Uh-huh.
So this listing, just so everybody, in case we hadn't said it, is at 22003 Castle Wind Circle in Katy, Texas 77450.
Mm-hmm.
And as Eo said, listed by our good friend Tara Anderson.
Yes, with Keller Williams Memorial. Yeah.
Yes.
Way to
And,
go, Tara. That's a beautiful
That's
home.
It
beautiful,
is.
Right.
And if you're interested in seeing this property, you should give Dina a call.
Yes.
Dina, how they get a hold of you?
And you can reach me at 832-646-9054.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, big library. Yes.
Oh, I like.
The built
Is it
in
a-
is
I like all the
amazing.
wood.
Is it a library or is it
Yeah,
more like
it's
a
a
media?
library.
Because it looks
Yeah.
like a built-in
I
spot
think there
for
was another
TV.
room that was a library with built-ins as well.
So
So
you
you
have
got
all
your own
these-
in-ground pool
And
too.
see, and you know what? Look
Oh,
at that.
wow.
That's where it's at
Very
out
nice.
there. Yeah. So what you have out there in that area, Katie, which I've always liked, they've always made those homes spacious and accommodating. When they first started building out there 25, 30 years, they were always overbuilt size-wise. Like the houses now, you might get 3,000 feet. They was giving you 3,500 automatically out there, stuff like that.
And this is over in Cinco Ranch.
Yes, it's in Cinco Ranch.
Cinco Ranch has always been a place that people that are relocating love to go to when they have children because of the school district.
Because school district,
and so
absolutely,
forth, yeah.
absolutely. So it's a good deal. So give Dina Ramos a call because Dina has her pen and her DocuSign ready to contract this home.
Yes.
And we already know because between Dina and Tara, the contract is going to Monarch Tyler, Texas, because they know I have hungry children
Yes, we
and a
do.
smuggler for a wife. Okay, so I'm just saying. Okay, you gotta always have backup plan.
Yes, you do.
Obviously, my wife has a backup plan.
Oh, she's probably got about 5.
That's true too. That's true too. That's true too. Because
We have learned your wife, the ways of your wife.
Yeah.
So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Yes.
Thank you for the reminder, Stephen.
Yes. Hell, it said on the bottom. What the hell?
He wanted to put it bold in
Yeah,
everybody's
right,
face.
everybody right there. Like, just let me slap you upside the head with what you need to do. Okay, this is the Real Estate You Show. I'm E.L. Crane, and they're not, for obvious reasons. And on this particular day, it's ugly outside.
It is.
I have an empty stomach. Okay, I have deja vu. We have done the same show 3 times in the last 30 minutes.
The whole 2 hours in the last 30 minutes.
I'm doing the best I can, people, to hold on here. Okay.
So, well, yeah, what are we going over this today, though? What are our topics?
Or the topics is like, the market mindset. It's the things that's going on in the market that people are addressing in an overabundance of things, from buying a home to selling a home to what it's like before closing to after closing, new construction sales, updating a home versus buying a new home. It's just a variety of things that we're going to go over today, because people need to understand they have options.
They do.
They have options, and we are here to educate them about the options that are available. You have the financing options, you have the buy-sell options, you even have the investment options, but there are options available in the marketplace that a lot of people are not aware of. And even though, like you said about Katy and the school district,
Yes.
well, Katy is not the only good school district.
Oh,
No.
no.
You have Cypress Fairbanks. You have Conroe ISD as a good school district. You have Fort Bend ISD. We won't say that other one everybody's mad at. But you understand. But you have Pearland ISD out there.
Yes.
Pasadena ISD has a good school district. So you have these dynamics out there. So you just can't say, I want to be in a school district, good school district. You have to identify areas, all right?
Correct.
Then there are counties. We have 7 different counties around here that separate, Montgomery, Galveston County,
Brazoria.
Harris County, Brazoria County,
Fort
Fort
Bend.
Bend County,
Liberty.
County, and Walker
Walker.
County. Yes. So you have all these different counties that all have something to offer. So it's based upon, what do you want your tax rate to be? What do you want your amenities to be? So these are things that we're going to talk about today, because with the experience that we have around the table here, seen it all, done it all, I'm going to say know it all, okay? Because of the experience. It's like we didn't start yesterday. We started, in Dina's case, 75 years ago, okay?
She's well preserved.
Yeah, she's totally well preserved. We wrap her up in a mummy sheet and put her in a thing every night.
Exactly. The whole
So we're going to take a break, pay some bills, come back, and we are going to tell you what it's like in the marketplace.
You take pride in your real estate business. You choose your partners carefully, promising the best escrow and title services experience possible. And now you're ready to grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network. Perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place. Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc. Led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs, now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Managing your own properties got you feeling overwhelmed? You're not alone. You will be happy to know help has arrived. All your property needs and stress-free. One Innovative Management is here to help. $100 a month is all it takes. So when you're ready for a change, one that will change how you make money, One Innovative Management is here for you.
Why is he pointing at me? Why he pointing at me? Okay, he pointing at me. I need him to stop pointing at me. Okay, now there's things going on in the market, right?
Yes.
So our first thing that we're going to have a conversation about, buying a home, all right? People think buying a home is buying a home. No, there are steps to buying a home. So the first step is always to get pre-approved
Correct.
by the lender. So what steps do you initiate with the potential buyer to buy a home?
So they usually have a whole bunch of questions. What my interest rate is going to be, what type of programs do you have? And I go like, no. Let's work the other way around.
Yes.
Okay, instead of me telling you the 10 different programs that we have and that you're not going to remember of, let's see what you qualify based on your particular scenario. So it's kind of hard for them because they want to first, as an informed buyer, they want to know. But I don't know until you're providing my information, then you get the who, the why, and the if. So I send, these are what I need from you. I need the application, I need certain documents. Once that is done, then we go ahead and we provide that letter of pre-approval to your buyer, where now we know what you're approved for, and we can actually go out and shop for a home. So, and a lot of people, I'll say 99% of the people start looking at homes.
They do. And actually, I got a call yesterday, and she was like, "Oh, I want to buy some land. Can you look and see if there's anything over there?" And I said, "Well, no, that's not really the way it works. How much cash do you have?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to pay cash?" And she's like, "Well, no." I said, "Well, then the first thing we need to do is get you connected with the lender." And I gave a referral from my good friend Jennifer Nina sitting next to me. But so that way we can actually see what you're qualified for. It's not just hey, show me some land in Willis.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, we're not going to show you things you can't afford.
What I tell them is imagine this, you're looking at $600,000 homes, how beautiful they are. Just to the disappointing that you can't even step a foot in it.
Yeah.
So now you have over expectations of where you would like to live to find out that you can't. So now your brain is going to go haywire, it's going to be cross-wired, and you're not going to be happy with whatever you see now at your price range.
That's right.
So why do that to yourself? Do these steps. First, get pre-approved your finances. When you go out shopping for a dress, do you go out without knowing what your bank account looks like? Probably not. Well, some people that do it, but for the most
Called window shopping.
I know, right?
And if you want to window shop, that's why we have open houses.
That's right.
But so it's a dynamic. So when Chris, when you have that pre-approved buyer,
Yes.
what are the steps that you take to fulfill their quest to buy a home?
Well, usually it's conversation, and the client's preferred method, whether it's a phone call, whether it is Teams meeting, Zoom meeting, sit down in person. Jennifer and I just met with the client a few weeks ago in person because that was his style. But we're going to do that, and we're actually going to talk about what's the scenario, what are you looking for, what's, creating the move, why are you wanting to move, so that way we can know, that situation, it was a divorce, and he was going to be single but still have a daughter. So, really finding out what is the needs of the client, and then once we know what the needs are, then let's go, okay, so what is the wants? What are your no, like hard
must-have
nose,
and your-
must-haves. So that way, then we can actually start looking at those. If you're very picky, like some clients we talked to here recently, she's just like, I'm just going to tell you now, I'm going to be new construction because I don't know what I like, but I know what I don't like.
Right.
So I would rather just build from new, so that way I can pick everything that I want.
Okay, and then you bring in Dina being the broker, owner, leader of Platinum Properties. Is there a review process after Chris gets in a contract and you review the contract to make sure it's compliant? How does that work?
We always work as a team. So sometimes Chris will look over my stuff. There are so many moving parts to every deal, and we need to make sure that all T's are crossed and all I's are dotted. But it's also personalities sometimes that come into play. Sometimes one person's approach in explaining things isn't getting through to a particular client. Then the other person uses their personality and ways to explain, and suddenly it makes sense. So we work as a team, and it works out so much better that way.
And on with that, not just about a particular situation, but as we're talking as a team, certain clients have a tendency to gravitate towards one person or the other.
Okay.
So then we'll pick up on that, and then whoever it is will start leading more of the conversation. So if Dina's started the conversation and was leading it, but then the client's leaning more towards me, then we'll typically pick up on that, and she'll not physically step back, but kind of like take a step back in the conversation, and vice versa.
It's all about the client,
And how important is contract compliance to make sure that the buyer is protected?
It's extremely important, and that's why you should always have representation.
Yes.
Even when you're going with a new home builder and they tell you don't need it, you do need it. Should something go wrong in the process, that's no one's fault on our end, etc., and you need to go and get an attorney, well, that contract should be in good order, because you don't want a situation to occur and then you have no remedy.
Exactly. Because a lot of time, having come from new construction sales background, it's a hard sell with a salesperson at new construction. They're trying to get you to sign right there.
Yes.
Even with your agent representative not available, they're trying to get you to sign right there. So they're trying to eliminate the review process, because if you have the right representation, that right representation is going to protect you and your earnest money and your option and everything associated, because they're reviewing the contract. So it is always incumbent upon you to make sure that you have viable, reliable representation in the contracting process with the new construction sales component.
And and with that contract compliance, is as a buyer, you have certain obligations and timelines that you have to meet.
Yes.
So your realtor is not trying to be ugly about sending you reminders of the earnest money being paid on time, or making sure that we're responding back to the sellers, before your option period ends, because those are hard dates that can you can lose your money at that point.
Exactly.
So us as your real estate professionals are reminding you of those dates to ensure that you're maintaining compliance, making sure the contracts can go smoothly, and make sure that it doesn't end up costing you money.
And that's the dynamic. When you have the professionals such as Nina Ramos and Chris Blackwell and Jennifer Nina, you have the proper representation in the room to facilitate your transaction being clean, being smooth, and getting you your new keys. Because you have so many, we had in our office last week, we had 4 bust outs last week. 2 of them were based upon the contracts were miswritten.
Oh, wow.
They were not written right, okay? And the other 2, the lady just realized, that's too much house for me. And the question was asked her, but didn't you choose this house? No, my realtor pushed me into this house.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, that sometimes realtors lose patience with their clients. And when you really, especially with a first-time home buyer, we listen, we are observing, and the inventory's low at this point. So when something comes up and they get to you got to remind your client, wait a minute, didn't you say you did not want this 2-story?
Yes.
All of a sudden they're just ready to get something
Yeah.
because they're
Right.
tired too.
Yes.
And so we have to be very cognizant
Mindful.
of that.
And so it's those kind of things out there. And so when you have authentic representation, I'm gonna use it that way. So
Yes.
authentic representation means your representation is in for your
Your best
interests, not their interests. Because there are a great many people out there who have a real estate license. It's all about them. I've heard them. Oh yeah, if they don't have no BTSA, I'm not showing my client those houses. What? Who's
That's not
buying
your
a
job.
house? It's not your job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's a reminder that you mentioned that, EL, is that as your buyer's agent, our fiduciary duty is to make sure that you are protected and we are
Yes.
keeping your best interest in mind, even over our own.
Yeah. And that's, but a lot of
You're right.
Agents missed that memo.
He's totally
Yeah.
right about that. And I've seen agents from a perspective making decisions for the seller,
right,
for the buyer, and their decisions are based on what's good for them.
right.
But you know what? It takes someone to report that behavior for it to stop.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've been on so many phone calls in negotiation with agents in which we're discussing the request of my client, and rather than say, okay, let me go ahead and run this by my clients and get back to you, they respond quickly.
Yeah, you know,
With
exactly.
oh heck no, that's not going to happen or whatever. My response is typically, do you have that in writing from them to speak on behalf of your client that way? I'm just asking because, it is your fiduciary duty to make sure that they are aware of everything that's going on in the process,
That's
whether
right.
they like it or not.
That's right.
So those are things that come into play with buying a home.
Yes.
It's not just the closing. And that's why I'm so adamant about the closing being a celebration, because people don't understand on the outside looking in what it took to get to that point. It should be celebrated because there's been a whole bunch of nail biting, hair pulling out, drinking, and
Stress.
everything else associated with the
Oh, yeah.
transaction that you just see the end result. So the end result to me is not taking a picture with a cardboard key. The end result should be celebrating because the closing is truly a new beginning. It's not an ending. And that's why these three around this table with me understand the dynamic of celebrating the biggest win of your life, purchasing a home. And you want to make sure that you have people in the car with you protecting your interests, where you have so many out there, they're only looking at their own interests. So when it comes to buying a home, it's not just showing up for closing.
Correct.
It's the sacrifices that you have to make to get to closing is what buying a home is about. Now, this is the Real Estate News Show. We're here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern, and 9 a.m. Pacific time. And remember, you need to what?
Like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell.
That's right, because people need to understand what the hell going on around this camp. Okay? I'm E.L. Crane. They're not. This is the REU Show here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern, and 9 a.m. Pacific time. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break, and we have so many things to go over today in regard to what's going on in the market specifically in that term. So take a break, pay some bills, and hopefully Stephen won't point at me.
I'm Naomi, founder of Butler Media, a digital marketing and graphic design agency. We're built for small business owners who want professional marketing that gives them an edge. Reaching the right customer with the right message at the right time is the lifeblood of any successful business. We specialize in design, development, and implementation of proven online marketing strategies in order to grow your business. Whatever you need, we can help your business find success in today's competitive marketplace. Butler Media. Start here, go anywhere.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international, invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Representation.
And again, I don't know why he pointing at me.
He's not pointing at you. He's pointing at the screen, let you
Okay,
know it's
right.
home.
Now remember, today's about the market as it stands.
Yes.
The things going on in the market. And another thing that we want to go over, this is going to be a commentary, new construction sales, but the types of builders and their specialties. Every builder is not the same.
No, they're not.
All right, because you're looking at this house, you're like, oh, that's a beautiful home. Oh, that's a beautiful home. Go inside.
And don't just go inside, but make sure you go inside and you look at the details.
Yes.
Is there a backsplash? You know, are you getting tile? What kind of materials are they actually using? Is it, you know, where you stand on the carpet and you're going, this it seems like it's just, you know, hard right on the foundation. You know, but those items that they actually do add in there.
So it's a dynamic when it comes to new construction sales. Like the hottest city in the United States of America is Conroe, Texas, right now, as far as new construction sales and development. But you have beautiful homes in all these counties that we're talking around in regard beautiful homes, beautiful communities, and so things. So when you are identifying a builder, Nina, what is one of the things for when you're looking at identify builders to work with? What are one of the things that you're looking, not for a client, for you to look to work with? What's one of the things you look for in a builder?
I look for integrity.
Okay.
I look at their reviews, and anybody that's been in business long enough. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm not. You know, there's always going to be somebody that's not happy at some point.
Right.
But I do like to review and make sure that they have an overall good standing. I like to go actually view their product.
Okay.
And like Chris says, we're looking for details. We're seeing what they're putting in, what comes as a standard for them.
Right. Because a lot of times the builders insult each other, okay, coming from that world. And what they'll accuse other builders. All they do is build a box, and they put something in the corner of the box and say, hey, look at how beautiful we are. But as you said, the details matter.
They do.
Okay? The details
It
matter.
can make a difference.
Right. I was talking to Jennifer yesterday about a builder, $1 million home. It was supposed to have the minimum requirements was 1.5 inch granite countertops. they put in a half inch.
Oh.
But
Wow,
most people
that's
not going to
thin.
pay. But yeah, most people don't pay attention to that detail though.
Yeah, but on $1 million home, that's not even
Right.
like in the 300 to 500s. I mean, your
Yeah.
big builders like Lennar and Highland and those guys are putting in thicker granite than that.
Yeah, but see, what the whole thing is, the average consumer
Doesn't
they're,
know.
they're looking at the beauty of the countertop, not the quality of the countertop,
Yes.
and that's what happens a lot. You like, for instance, shelving and cabinets built on site versus brought in from a
From a
Home
factory.
Depot or some whatever
Right,
factory or
totally
something like that.
different.
All right, there's a difference in the quality and the presentation.
There is.
All
The
right,
fit and finish.
exactly. So you have to look at the details of the construction sales. Like our client, Alta Homes, he is so detail
Oh
oriented.
God, yes.
Yes.
All right, that we won't mention to other people in communities. Like, no, and I even told him, no, you don't want to do a grand opening with them because they're going to judge your product by their product. No, you let them be judged on exactly what they have. Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
And I think that's like we've even shown by our clients Alta Homes properties, and then they've wanted to see properties that were listed by another builder.
Yeah.
And the team was actually able to go in and kind of point out, like, look at these items, like
Right.
your backsplash, your I forget all the other
So
differences.
So then you could see all the seams on the sheetrock where they weren't
Floating
just,
taped right?
Yeah, floating taped right. They were
Right.
just obviously not. And if that isn't done right, then you're
Yeah.
like, okay, what else isn't done right?
Exactly. What
So
you
the-
can't see.
So the
What you
crown
can't see.
molding wasn't matching up. Just details.
Yeah.
And you may not notice it because you're just excited that
Yeah.
you're
Yes.
actually in there. And Stephen did put the address for Alta Homes above us at myaltahomes.com if you guys do want to see their great products.
Yeah.
But I mean, you may not see them because you're excited and we're going to go into contract. We're
Yeah.
finally, this is going to be the
Yeah.
one. But after you're at the closing and you go home and you're moving there and you kind of go, why does that wall look off?
Exactly.
Why is this not done properly?
Why is my picture doing this? Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's another thing too, is that in any new construction, we all know that that's the reason why we do have our inspections.
Blue tape day.
Yes.
Blue tape day. Your realtor, honestly, I take a pencil
Yeah.
because that way then people can just rip off a piece of tape. But if you lightly just take a pencil and put an X or
Right.
circle it or something, you can know if the painter actually did go back over and paint it.
Right.
But there's those days for a reason. But just looking at the quality, and it kind of makes you think of, if you're doing this because you're rushing, then like Nina said, what else are you not seeing or you're not going to catch before you close?
And and I'll use the GHBA Prism Awards as an example. One of some of the awards cover the quality of the bathroom they put in, the quality of kitchen that they put in. Hell, they even have awards for the type of garage that they put in. Okay, because some builders have specialties that they're really, really good at. All right. So now I am a huge closet person.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
We've never had this topic
We've
before.
never had this topic before.
No.
Okay. First place I go when I walk in the house is straight to the master bedroom and the closet. And I have turned around more times than not staying because the
Well,
closet
because
is small.
that's a big item for you as a buyer.
Exactly.
So you're like, I think that your mindset's probably, let me go look and see if this is going to fit because this is one of my must-haves.
Yeah.
And you're like, this ain't got it. Let's go.
And that's especially because there was who was that? Highland Homes. Oh my God.
Yeah, they do.
They have amazing closets.
They do.
I need that closet over here.
They have good quality
They
stuff.
Yeah.
They do.
Product.
They
Yeah.
had one that is like the closet would actually went into the laundry room, and then like out the house. It was
Yes,
like
I love.
Oh,
I know
yeah, where you
I've
go
seen
from the
that flipping. I
primary
like
to the
that.
Yeah.
bathroom to the
Exactly.
closet to the utility room, then out
That
in the
is
garage.
smart.
Exactly.
I just thought that was
and
wonderful.
Exactly. So you have that special, but then you have some others that have this thing about, like Perry is good about the living room.
Yes.
They have amazing living rooms. So
And the kitchen,
everybody
too.
has that specialty because of what they're identifying with. Okay,
And
but
that's the
then we
thing
go-
about identifying what your buyer's priority is, and
Exactly.
then knowing your home builders,
Exactly.
so that can kind of guide you as well.
Exactly. And now I'm a huge because where we live at, right? We don't have a community pool, right?
You do not?
But see, that was on purpose.
Because you didn't want to pay for the HOA, so
No,
you
no,
want
no,
your
no,
own.
no, no,
No,
no.
we have an HOA.
No, most community pools are not used by the people who live in the community. That's why they want a
Oh.
community pool.
We don't use ours, but we have a private pool.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's why most people who use community pools don't live in those communities. That's
How
why
do they get in? They just sneak in?
no, they just come in. Yes, they because
See, like ours, you got to use your fingerprint.
yeah, no,
to actually
but,
get
yeah,
access.
but see, a lot of the older communities.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, stuff like that. So that's why, of course, we have a lot of them big enough because one of our goals is to have a pool. But that's why I did not want a community pool because you know how you pay attention to some things other people don't pay attention to.
Yes.
Most fights during the summer are at the community pool with people who don't live in the community.
I can just imagine. Because usually the most rowdiest, and then you have a homeowner that comes in.
Exactly.
I know, I'd be like, get your
Exactly.
out my
and then
neighborhood.
it starts this whole ball rolling.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to look at what's going to drive your purpose. Okay. We're in Tomball ISD, which is a great school district.
Yes.
Okay. We are close enough to everything, but far enough away. Okay. So that's the dynamic we have. But most people are thinking in terms of what do I need specifically in my home.
Yes.
And most people don't, a lot of realtors don't spend enough time asking those questions.
But I think also, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, it's also have to do with the price range.
Yeah.
Okay, like I come from Florida. In Florida, if I gave a pre-qualification for $200,000, you're not going to find anything.
Yeah.
Here, that's not the case. But what I do see is like newer realtors will, their price range client will be that $200,000. Why are you looking in Cyprus at $200,000 homes when your tax rate is this? Go Google and go to the builders that are building at 185 and train your buyer. This is what you're going to get. Period.
Yeah.
Do you want to buy or not?
Okay, see, remember I talked about Trigger? RMGHomesearch.com. When I talk Trigger, I need a trigger. Okay? One of the things that we have at the Real Estate U Show, we have our own private label page through the RMG program, which is a part of RU. So you go to rmghomesearch.com and it'll pull up all new construction in Texas, and you can put in your amenity requirements, you can put in your price point, how many bedrooms, how many square feet, all that stuff is in there. That's what makes the Real Estate U Show uniquely different as well, because we have access to triggers.
Yeah.
I need triggers.
Well, just like, I didn't remember it a couple months ago whenever those clients were wanting to look for new homes. I'm like, what is that website? I need it. They want new construction. I need to do some searches. But it was a very helpful tool, and actually they fell in love with Artavia over off of 1314 and 242. But like you said, I don't believe that neighborhood has a community pool currently. They do have the beautiful lake with the other amenities. But you're talking about communities as well, is that their thing is that they're going to be empty nesters whenever they move into this home, and they're like, well, we don't want to live, because that section was plotted to be right next to an elementary school, and they're like, we don't want an elementary school right next to our section. I don't want to have to deal with the buses or the children walking and all this kind of stuff.
There you go.
I raised my kids.
It's a dynamic.
Yes.
And like where we're at, we have a nice pool. We got great walking areas and stuff like that. Nice green space. And they got a little community park right there. Nothing overwhelming.
Yeah.
How I like it. Okay. But at the end of the day, you can't deny the quality of the area based on how they laid it out.
Correct.
And that's also very, very important. This is Real Estate U Show. And what they supposed to do?
Like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. Hang on, it's going to ding here in a second. There it goes.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Okay.
Our producer needs some coffee.
He's got a big old Bucky's cup of it.
Okay, drink it, damn it. Okay, we're going to take some.
You choose your partners carefully, promising the best escrow and title services experience possible. And now you're ready to grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network, perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place. Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Managing your own properties got you feeling overwhelmed? You're not alone. You will be happy to know help has arrived. All your property needs and stress-free. One Innovative Management is here to help. $100 a month is all it takes. So when you're ready for a change, one that will change how you make money, One Innovative Management is here for you.
How does your 2 seconds take 6 seconds? That's what I need to know. Now remember, this is the Real Estate U Show, and we're in the Homes and Land studio, right? Powered by Monarch Title of Texas, and RUTV is on the HughesNet Satellite Network. That's Facebook Live, Facebook TV, YouTube TV, FM Live, Vimeo's, TuneIn TV, Roku, Apple TV, Tasty TV, Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Video, HBO Max, Sling, Discovery, Paramount Plus, Philo, Apple TV Plus, Stars, The Crafty, and the Crunchyroll. All via the HughesNet Live Satellite Network. Okay? So, I'm E.L. Crane. They're not for obvious reasons. We don't have the same beautician. Okay, so...
Some of us actually have to pay someone to do our hair, and some of us do not.
That's the Yeah, okay. So now, community amenities.
Yes.
Okay. How important are community amenities? Really?
It really just depends on the buyer, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, like we are actually talking to the buyer clients I was mentioning a bit ago that like to Artavia, that a lot of buyers with families, they like the elementary school being in the neighborhood. I kind of was talking to them like this is one of the things that they do in master plan communities, and it's kind of looked on, in my opinion, as a welcome thing that the elementary and maybe like the junior high is
Okay.
like at least in the community or nearby. So that's one of the things that I've noticed as well, with schools.
But can the amenities sell a home? Even if you know what I mean, can the amenities sell a home?
They have in certain cases, Meridiana, for
Yeah.
example, they have the on-site gym facilities that come with, as part of your HOA package. They have multiple swimming pools. They have tennis courts. They have, so much going on. They have activities every month. They have a little rec area where they have arts and crafts and different activities. So for certain people, they see this and they're like, I never have to leave my neighborhood. And this is what we're going to do so that we can feel like they're at the top of their budget. They want this, beautifully built brand new home. So they're thinking, okay, our children can really partake in these activities for the next few years until we level off and, get our budget in order, because they've spent every last dime, some people do, to get into their dream home.
Or you have me. There's too much stuff going on over there.
There's too many people.
And that's why that's why you have to know what you're trying to do. Like Chris was saying, there are adult communities that exist for
Yes.
empty nesters, over 55 communities in which there are no elementary schools there. These are like golf course communities,
Yes.
waterfront communities, etc., that exist throughout the area.
And there are a lot. I mean, like Bridgeland. Oh my God,
Yes.
they got so much stuff going on in Bridgeland. It's Sienna, so much stuff going on. Lagomar, so much. Matter of fact, it's so many things with those lagoon pools now.
Yes.
That's a big drawing card. But then I talked to a realtor the other day. This lady was adamant about getting a home that had the lagoon pool. I think it's in Humboldt.
There's one out there.
There's
There's one in Conroe too.
There's one in League City as well.
Yeah,
Texas City, I think.
Lago Mars down Texas City.
Yeah.
That's
Lagomar,
one-
but this is the one I think is in Humboldt, okay? Or
Okay.
somewhere out this way, it's north. Anyway, so this lady was adamant that she wanted to be in a community that had a lagoon pool for her children and so forth and so on. Lady's been there for 2 years. She's never been. She's never been to the lagoon pool. All right. And so the agent was, I said, well, why hasn't you been to the lagoon pool? She says, you can't enjoy yourself.
There's so much people.
It's so
So-
many, so
Well,
much
it's just
stuff
like
going on.
Lagomar. They're advertising it that you can pay $25 and you get to come in.
That's what I'm
There you
saying.
go.
But I mean,
Everybody that
goes
don't
back to
live
the,
there.
Yeah. So you're actually not just using it as, it's almost like an income source for the neighborhood at that point.
There you go.
And it's like,
There you go.
but to me, I'm like, no, if I'm paying to live in the neighborhood, this should be a private,
Correct.
Exactly.
amenity for
Yeah.
the homeowners, or at least the tenants who are actually living
Yeah,
in the area.
and so basically you have all these extra amenities. Now there is a new community coming up in not Texas. What's this? Texas, Lamarck.
Lamarck.
There's a new community coming up in Lamarck, and they are going kid-centric is the best description I can give you. All right. They're going to have the splash pads. They're going to have the basketball courts. They're going to have the swimming pools, all like that. But they're also going to have an indoor go-kart track.
Nice.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
cool. That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
That's like
yeah.
kids heaven.
Yeah.
See, to me, when my kids were, well, they're kind of grown now, but when they're small, to me, it was important for them to have, there were kids around the house
Right.
and around the neighborhoods, so they can create that kind of community thing. And, kids come over and stuff like that. But when they get to that age of where they're either kind of leaving or starting college, you're like kind of, okay, I'm done with that stage now. I don't want no kids around. Like me and him went last night actually to dinner, and the first place we went is like, no, we just left the kids at home. We don't want to, we don't want to be around kids.
They was like roaches. They was everywhere.
Oh my God.
Were they in Colorado? But no, I agree that that's been one of those big things. And a lot of empty nesters. But so what do you do with like the empty nesters that, because you're talking about the senior communities, those are designated in Texas as 55 and up.
Yeah.
So what about those that are like 50? Because I've heard that sometimes they'll make an exception.
They will make an exception. Dale Webb will definitely make an exception. Basically, there are senior communities, then there are active senior communities.
Okay.
And the active senior communities are the ones that have the Olympic style pool, and they have the putting greens, and they have the tennis courts.
They have
and,
everything.
And they have everything. It's like being on a cruise ship.
Okay.
You know, they have everything. They never have to leave out of there. All right. And I'm going to speak to hopefully Uncle Jake. You're not watching, okay? He's not my blood uncle, but we always called him Uncle Jake. All right. When Miss Melinda passed away 4 years ago, Uncle Jake sold his home and moved into an active senior community. Okay. Well, Uncle Jake, he has to be early 80s at least. Well, he don't move around like nobody's 80-year-old. Let's start right there. Okay. And last time I talked to him on the phone, it's been a few months. Last time I talked to him on the phone, I was on. Uncle Jake, what you doing? Look, I ain't got time. They doing martinis at 6, and I'm eyeballing this new blonde.
Let me tell you that in Florida they have this building that is just for retirees. Mind you, you go there, you never have to leave the place. I mean, drink, food, exercise, yoga, entertainment, you name it. They even have buses that come and pick them up if they want to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be like you.
Where he's at, they have a sushi bar in there. They have a martini bar in there. They never have to leave.
Well, people are living so much longer.
Yes.
So
Our executive producer, Stephen Blackwell, his mother's 80. Linda Lee, if you listen, do some laps around the living room. But keep watching. And then Dina's mom is
my
going to
mother will be 90
Yeah.
In July.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I mean, that's just that they're living longer. But I mean, I think that that's a great
But
thing.
they're active.
Yes.
And I think that is the key thing. And that's the reason why even within our family that we keep pushing, like, you need to get up. You need to keep walking. You know, and almost to where, you know, y'all know she's 4 houses down from us now.
Right.
But I'm not going to lie that sometimes I kind of wonder, was that the best decision? Or, you know, should we have tried to push her more into an active adult community?
Being independent,
So that way
yeah.
she would have been, you know, maintaining those friendships and activities and things.
Yeah, like a friend of mine, Sindel, she was very, very independent. I mean, Sindel is like 85 years old now. Her thing was she was the Lincoln realtor. She drove Lincolns her whole real estate career. She's a Lincoln realtor, right? So she was over there on San Felipe. She's one of these realtors that would buy a house, gut it out, redo the whole thing, and prepare it for sale because this is what she does, right? So she was in this house and had the swimming pool, the whole shoe match. She was out there doing laps in her swimming pool all the time. She was a very active walker, stuff like that. So she's semi-retired now, all right? But let me give you her version of semi-retired, okay? I'm only going to sell probably 40 houses this year. Wow. This is her semi-retired, right? So I said, Cinder, I thought you was retired. She said, no, semi. Okay, semi-retired is not 40 house sales,
That's
okay?
what, a couple closings a month?
Yeah, see, that's not semi-retired. She says, I got to keep these locks because she dyes her hair red. She's a natural red, but as she got older, it went white.
Yeah.
She said, I have to have the money because I cannot. What she says, I can't go into the Walgreens hair dye section and get a box. She pays $450 a month to keep her hair
red. I hear you. The older you get, the more maintenance you got to get, the more expensive.
That goes with your body, your car, your home.
Exactly. And she still has her Lincoln. All right, and. But she's the only difference is she moved off of San Felipe and she lives in College Station now, closer to her son.
Okay.
And I said, so are you still? Oh, I'm in Houston every day. I said,
so
what
she
you mean?
just commuting.
She just commutes back and forth from College Station every day. I said, Sendo, you know you're 5,000 years old. And she says, let me tell you something. The only difference between me and my young self is a menstrual cycle.
Oh my God.
She doesn't have to worry about Aunt Flo visiting.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
There's no response to that.
Well, I agree.
I'm just.
Are you to come out?
Yeah.
Why do you come out of that one?
But good for her though to be active.
Oh yeah, she's
still.
really, really active. She's really, really active. She's still very active going to Mud District meetings, and
she's not one of those ones that likes to be on boards.
No, and then she has the audacity. She's picked up poker.
She swindled you out of some money?
No, not me. I don't play poker, but she's picked up poker. I said, so you playing somewhere? She says, well, I don't like the places where they play at because mostly cigar bars, and I don't like to smoke. She says, but I'm going to find a way to get me a good poker game because she's over at
Good for her.
River Oaks Country Club. She's a member over there, been a member for years, and her and them ladies, and she all them ladies all the time. When I used to go to breakfast with them all the time. She said, I can't believe these old broads.
Well, before we go to commercial break, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Yes, this is the Real Estate You Show. I'm E.L. Crane, they are not. We're each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern, and 9 a.m. Pacific time. Take a break, pay some bills.
You take pride in your real estate business. You choose your partners carefully, promising the best escrow and title services experience possible. And now you're ready to grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network. Perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place. Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Managing your own properties got you feeling overwhelmed? You're not alone. You will be happy to know help has arrived. All your property needs and stress-free. One Innovative Management is here to help. $100 a month is all it takes. So when you're ready for a change, one that will change how you make money, One Innovative Management is here for you.
Okay, we're back from what I understand.
Last time he told you 2 seconds, it took 6. This time he didn't tell you
You're
a minute
right
either.
there. Okay, so now this is something I want to prepare our future homeowners. Okay, the move after purchase.
Y'all did it most recently.
Yeah, the move after purchase. But see, mine was different. That woman. See, I said that this time. That woman made me purge stuff.
But you're not
rid
the
of
only
stuff.
one that does that. I mean, a lot of people actually have moving sales to actually prep for these things,
Yes.
especially if they know, like the family I was talking about earlier, they're moving down from Minnesota, so
Uh-huh.
they're planning on having at least 2 garage sales this weekend. They're going to get like a dumpster because they've lived in that house for 25
So
years.
are the husband and wife going to split the profits on the stuff they sell?
Honestly, they have 2 girls, one that's just finished her junior year in high school, and
Right.
one that's a sophomore in college.
Well, my
So they're
wife-
letting the daughters do it.
My
and
wife sold my stuff and I didn't get a dime. Okay, let
It
me
went
real
back
quick.
to the household, honey.
Yeah, I don't recall.
it went to them pots and pans that she's making dinner in.
I don't. Okay, now that you are going to get hit by a lightning bolt. Okay. All I know is stuff went sold and I saw no legion. Okay, that's all I know. But think about it. When you move,
Yes.
the things you have to go through, and I think people need to be prepared. The move after purchase. It's the utilities. It's the moving. It's the new purchases because people buy new stuff when they move,
They do.
regardless, right?
But remember, do not go make large purchases
Just
before
prior
you
to-
close.
Exactly. Why I said after the move.
Correct.
After
I'm just
the
giving
move.
you a
Do
reminder.
not buy furniture. Do not buy new appliances.
Or cars.
Exactly.
Yes.
Nothing. Don't buy anything. So you have these things. So then you move, and it's something as simple as a trash can. You got to buy your own trash can, people.
Yes.
Yes.
The house doesn't
I
come
see.
with
I
nothing.
didn't know. No. Every time I
Yeah.
buy a house, that they have it.
Yeah. So you got all these different things that you have got to do after the move.
Yeah.
But think about this. What you have in house A where you move from don't fit in house B.
Me, no.
Okay.
This furniture used to fit in the old house.
Exactly.
This
It don't
living
fit
room ain't that
anymore.
big
Especially if
right?
you're downsizing.
Yeah, because you have bought this house, or I have got to have this house. And we don't think about those little things.
You say that, but there are some clients that are up there with their tape measures.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They will
okay.
have a tape measure and want to go do another showing, so you schedule it, and then you're in there helping that client measuring walls.
So they don't want to buy nothing.
No.
But think about after the move. I mean, in the past when I was a lender, I used to get called, "Hey, my grass need cut. Who's gonna cut it?
You.
You, or hire somebody to what? Yeah, you responsible for that kind of thing now. Okay,
You're no longer in a townhouse or an apartment.
Exactly.
Yes.
You have responsibilities after the move. Things change when you are a homeowner.
Correct.
Okay, after the move. So, what is one of the things that you've seen in your history, Dina, after the move that your client called you and said, "What the hell"?
Well, there's a lot of things that they. Well, you have to know where the water cutoffs are in your new
Yes.
home, because, Lord forbid you have something happen and then you flood your house out because you don't know where to run to turn the water main shut off at. So if you're quick acting and something happens, you're able to salvage, your place. I think I'm going to go before you even move in. Some new home buyers are assuming that moving is cheap.
Yes.
no.
Yeah. So if you didn't save enough money for movers, and you have family members that are my age on up, we bad backs and all, we're not going to be able to help very much.
Dina will be in there with her little coffee mug.
Yeah, put that right there.
Right,
Put that
pointing
right
and
there.
yeah. So you have to really plan that too.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. Cable, satellite network. I mean, phones. If you still have phones in the house, these things you have to change your address,
Correct.
For everything.
which is a mission in and of itself.
And make sure your utilities are on in your name, because the builders
Exactly.
or the
you
sellers,
don't
as soon
want-
as they
They're out.
close, they're
That's
out.
right,
They
they're
close
out.
their
Yeah, you don't want the lights off 2 days if you're moving in.
Exactly. So it's all those things that you have to prepare yourself for. It's not just going to close and getting your keys.
No.
It takes preparation, but having the right team to guide you through that.
And that's obviously on our buyer checklist is actually a reminder a few days, like I think 7 days before closing, is to have the conversation with the client to make sure that they've turned on all
There
of their
you go.
utilities. And that's the reason why on the seller's disclosure it actually tells you, like, this is who you call to turn on the water, this is who you get for the gas. Electricity, if it's regulated, it's center point, this is who you call. But that's another reason why your realtor, like I said, our checklist has it to make sure that you're reminded of those things so you don't end up with the power off.
And let me give you the power of a checklist, all right? we got a letter at our home the other day.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody said I owed $8,000 for utilities. All right.
Did you not disconnect the old utilities?
No. From 2007. Let's go there.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought,
2007.
is this even legal?
Yeah. So number one, the only thing utility wise I would have had 2007, $8,000 was an apartment complex I used to own.
Yeah.
All right. But I sold the apartment complex before I took on the utilities. So they had put the utilities in my name, and then I sold it back. They must have didn't take it out of my name.
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's that checklist,
Correct.
making sure
Yes.
that everything was taken out of your name.
Yeah.
Because you will get those bills, people.
Yes, you will.
Yes,
You will get
will.
those bills. Even 16 years later, you will get
That
those.
is crazy.
Yes, yes.
Well, if they don't have a forwarding address, you'll just get a shock, especially if you're following your credit with
Yes.
Credit Karma or something like that, and you're going to get a new collection.
Don't
that's
take Credit
posted.
Karma ever again.
Well, don't use it. It has its purposes. Don't think if it looks at that number and go, oh yeah, I got an 800 credit score, I can go buy whatever I want to, because
You're gonna
It's
be in
just-
for a disappointment.
yes. But it's at least a good idea if something is actually for a
Yes.
little bit of credit monitoring,
Yeah.
or you're checking your credit utilization,
Right.
or new items being posted. Because I mean, we've also had some friends here lately who have actually had identity theft after purchasing a new vehicle.
Wow.
I had a
really?
gentleman a couple of years ago who was getting pre-qualified, and he had never really kept up with his credit. I mean, he had good credit, but he saw all these extra charge companies,
Mhm.
and so his ex-wife had taken out a bunch of credit cards, I guess, and she still had his information. She was paying on him, but it was still,
Right.
hurting him. So you got to check your credit.
You gotta check it. And also from a title side, when you're a homeowner, you need to check your title to see and make sure nobody's putting liens on there. That can be city, county, state
HOA.
liens on there. HOA liens. You don't know.
Yes.
And it's
Or-
gonna cost you $125 to check your title.
And also, I mean, you're talking about those, but you also, if you have a handyman come in and do it, or repairs
Yeah.
on your home, and you don't pay those bills, they have the right in the
That's
state of
right,
Texas to
mechanics
file
lien.
this as well.
That's right. So you gotta keep up with it. Buying a home is an extra job. Let's be real
Yes.
honest. Owning a home is an extra job, and those things necessary. But think about it. The county you live in. Every county doesn't have the same set of rules.
No, they do not.
Every city does not have the same set of rules. You need to become abreast of what's going on where you live.
Correct.
If you lived in Cyprus and you moved to the Woodlands, two different animals.
Very
Correct.
different.
Two different animals. If you live in Pearland and you move to Spring, two different animals. Hell, you can live in Pearland and move across the freeway to Pasadena, two different animals. You have got to be aware of what's going on where you live. And that's how the market stands. Nothing changes more in your life than where you live at. Where you live at. School districts change. Hell, the day they pick up trash changes.
Correct.
Little things like that. Everything changes. Everything changes.
And I mean, I think that's like, even not, you're talking about the school districts and things, that our school taxes have gone down in Conroe ISD because they were having so much surplus,
Yeah.
even with all the buildings. So over the past 5 years of where we've been living, we've actually seen our tax rate slowly going down.
There you go. These are dynamic, but you got to pay attention.
Correct.
You got to pay attention. You got to be abreast of what's going on in the marketplace.
Absolutely.
So, and I look at it from this perspective. We all live, Dina lives to the east. Chris lives to the north. Jennifer and I live to the northwest. Different dynamics in each area.
And this is just a reminder that property tax
Protest.
protests are due on Monday, May 15th. So if you have not taken the opportunity to do that, you want to make sure you get that done by Monday to at least get that filed if you're protesting your property taxes.
I'm not
Thank you,
protesting.
Chris. That's
Yes,
a
we
good one.
are.
I'm not protesting.
We got the notice. They're appraising the property at $650.
Okay, protest.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
higher
you have,
taxes.
and you can use your appraisal since you're just getting into it to bring that down.
She handles all
And I did the same thing. Ours came in at $350, and it was, I had a house, the listing for sale in the neighborhood, and been watching all the comps, and I saw some properties that sold at the 168 a square foot. That puts our home around 310, and I'm like, no, here, no, we're not doing this 350 bit.
Exactly.
No, exactly. That's being aware of what's going on where you live at.
Correct.
Okay, this is Real Estate U Show. I'm E.L. Crane. I'm joined by Dina Ramos, the lovely, the wonderful, the amazing Dina Ramos of
Vivacious.
Platinum One Properties. All right. Then we have the colorful and flamboyant and the dynamic E.L. Crane. And then we,
Yes.
what? Okay.
And to my left, I have the wonderful, talented solution finder, Jennifer Nina,
Yes.
and I'm the cute one, Chris Blackwell.
There you go.
Thank you,
Right.
Chris.
Right. You know, he just took control of the situation. I don't know if I like that at all.
Occasionally we have to do that. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell.
And you can hear it too. You know, the end in the bell.
Yes.
Right? It's a trigger. Every time I hear a bell, I want to go to class. Anyway, I'm E.L. Crane, and this is Real Estate U Show, each and every Saturday, 11 Central, noon Eastern, and 9 a.m. Pacific time. There is plenty to talk about, and we'll be back. Pacing up 2 or 3 bills because, you know, our producer, Stephen Blackwell, he needs therapy. I don't know if y'all know that or not. He needs
After
therapy.
dealing with us.
Yeah. I didn't say it. You told him
Well,
why.
you
You told him
know,
the why.
I-
But anyway, we're here to pay some bills.
You choose your partners carefully, promising the best escrow and title services experience possible. And now you're ready to grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network. Perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place. Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Managing your own properties got you feeling overwhelmed? You're not alone. You will be happy to know help has arrived. All your property needs and stress-free. One Innovative Management is here to help. $100 a month is all it takes. So when you're ready for a change, one that will change how you make money, One Innovative Management is here for you.
Mio, come on now.
Okay, we're back. This is the final segment of the Real Estate You Show on May 13th, 2023, in the year of our Lord. And with this Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah, so happy. We have two mothers on our
Happy
panel,
mothers.
so happy Mother's Day.
Actually, we have
Thank
4
you.
mothers on the panel. Anyway. What?
We're not celebrating the other two.
That's my fault. It's traumatic childhood.
Oh, we'll go with that.
No, but all the mothers, and like my late mom, Ella Rose Crane, but also my late second mother, Florence Madison. She had married my dad after my mother said, "Hell no, I'm done with this man." Anyway, but we all have extra mothers, if you believe it or not.
Yes, we do.
Not just the mothers that gave birth to us. We have extra mothers.
Whether it's your mother-in-law or a friend's
Not
mother
my
that you just got
mother-in-law.
close to.
Not my previous mother-in-law. No. Anyway,
Well, I understand.
no.
So-
But we have extra mothers.
Yeah, and just to let you guys know, between 2 and 4 today, I'll be doing an open house at 2324 Cedar Place
Yes.
Drive. This is one of the homes that's buying Alta Homes.
Okay.
But I will be over there between 2 and 4 today. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1-story, coming in at 1,815 square feet. So it's a beautiful home,
It is a
and
beautiful
once again,
home.
we'll be there, and that address is 2324 Cedar Place Drive.
And that's our good friends at Alta Homes.
Yes.
Drew Colin Murray, my Alta Homes, stuff like that. So, Dina, you got Mother's Day plans?
Yeah, we're gonna. My daughter came into town today, and we're gonna be just hanging out with the family, going out to dinner maybe, and
You know what's going on outside, right?
I do.
Okay.
So it don't mean she want to cook.
Now,
Yeah.
Look here, I know you give me that face, but believe it or not, a few weeks ago, she was in there making tortillas because she was bored.
Listen, it's a secret. I don't like to
No
say.
way.
I know how to make a couple of things. That's it.
Tortillas
Just a
and
couple.
boil water.
It's a couple of things.
now, a couple of weeks ago, Jennifer cooked a meal. Tell them what you did to me, first of all.
Which
Well, I was in the mood to eat this. It's a pig leg. It's the thigh of the pig. So I couldn't find it in nowhere. So I sent him to get it. And he comes home puffing and puffing. Talk about, I went to the Spanish restaurant and a 6-year-old had to do the translation for me, right? How dare you?
Yeah. Not a person in the damn place spoke English except this little 6-year-old girl.
Was it the restaurant or was it like one of the
It was,
little
it was a
carnicerias?
market. It was
Okay,
it was
one of the
a market.
Mexican meat markets.
Right. So I'm walking around in there asking questions. Everybody looking at me like I'm an alien.
Okay.
All right. So I go over to the meat and I'm saying, so then the little girl, she volunteered. And you want me to help you? Please. I told her what I wanted. She spoke in Spanish to the guy to tell you, he brought it out and I brought the meat home, stuff like that. So everywhere I'm going in here, right, no English is being spoken, people.
And remember, if you're a real estate professional, talk to other people who do not look or talk just the way you do.
There you go. So I'm in there, and she sends me looking for different things. So I don't speak Spanish. So I literally have the little girl escorting me around the
Helping you do
grocery
your
store
shopping.
and being my interpreter. All right? All right? She's my
Next time,
interpreter.
send him with 2 lists. Actually, one side's Spanish, one side's English.
Yeah.
Now
So-
then I tell him, this will go with good with pigeon peas and rice. He goes, what the hell's that? And I go like, you never heard pigeon peas. No. I go like, well, can you please go to the store? Hell nah, you're not sending
What is
me.
pigeon peas?
Look it up. It's a type
Yeah,
of
see, this is the stuff she did to me. She sent me out there in the desert with no water, okay? That's exactly what went on that particular day. Now, the meal turned out amazing, but the adventure to get to that point,
Well, you learned something though, didn't you? Doing that.
yeah, that
I can't believe you
6-year-olds
guys
are
have
sweet.
not heard of pigeon peas. I even looked it up. I was like, am I pronouncing it wrong? I'm like, no, it's pigeon peas.
I've never heard of I've just heard of green peas.
What?
Me too.
I've never heard of green pigeon peas.
See, I'm
I've
not
never
doing
heard
it.
of that.
Really?
No.
Even our Spanglish speaking friend across the way.
I got no, but she's something.
She's more of the Texas Spanish type,
There
not
you go.
the
I go like if
Dominican.
Dina may know. I actually asked her, do you know where I can find a carne de pollo? Because she goes like, well, HEB. And we're like, no.
Why would you go that? Why would she tell you like La Michoacana or one of those other ones like that?
Even Chris knows better than
There
me.
you go. There you go, my
That's
point.
bad. Jennifer just called Chris first.
It's just like that. So, so these are the adventures of the Real Estate You Show that we're sharing with you right now. So, but before we go on, Jennifer,
Yes.
when updating a home versus purchasing new construction, what kind of advice do you give a client?
So, doing rehab and building a home from the ground up, totally different, right? So you have to have patience. Usually, an advantage that you have as an owner is there's a one-time option. So it's a one-time close that you can actually buy the land, buy the home. All your costs, including closing costs, can be included in that particular home. But you have to actually live in it, right? But you have the luxury of, building the home at your
Convenience.
at
your pace.
At your pace. Well, not your pace, but the way you want it. Okay, without having to compromise pretty much anything. When you are rehabbing, it's kind of the same thing. The loan scenarios are a little bit different, but everything includes the budget. When you're doing as a first-time home buyer, you want to do a one-time close. You cannot be your own builder.
Okay.
Okay, you have to hire another builder. You cannot be involved in any part of it.
Right.
If you want to build your home as an investor or as a builder, you have to have experience, because 9 times out of 10, the lender will not. You have to have at least 1 year, at least one build, so they can give you the loan. So,
I see.
nowadays, before they used to give it to everyone, but now things are a little bit different. So they're doing a lot of damage control in that matter. But it's available. You guys can actually go there and buy your own home. I have a client right now going through that process. And there's information
Buy
that I
or
can
build?
send you to build.
Okay.
There's information that I can provide you as actually what the process. There's videos that I can provide to you so you can understand what your process is. But everything starts with a pre-approval. Everything.
Right.
Once you get the pre-approval, then you have to look into what builders you're going to choose, because we have to vet that builder and make sure they're reputable and they're going to do right by you. And then, go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, I was gonna say, you put the number up on the screen. Why don't you tell everybody the number?
Yes, it's 888-202-2773. Again, that's 888-202-2773.
And then there's a double-edged sword when it comes to updating a home. The houses that in the Houston market that can be updated on oversized lots, stuff like that, they don't have neighborhood amenities or they don't have schools.
Correct.
So basically, if you are a couple that has children that wants to get a much larger lot and be in a city, well, then you have a school district problem.
Correct.
Then you have an amenities problem, like Jennifer was saying, where she used to live at, all the small kids can play and da da da. Well, you don't have that in the older communities.
correct.
No.
And the world we live in now, you don't even know your neighbors any damn more.
That's true.
So
That is so
that's why new construction sales are so dominant when it comes to young couples and families with children, because they'll have that neighborhood with the school districts and the amenities and stuff like that. See, I'm a huge believer. I would have loved to live in an area like Wilchester over by Memorial.
Okay.
Okay, oversized lots, houses that were built to be renovated, upgraded, stuff like that. But then you got a school district problem.
Yeah, because you also have kids in the house that are
Exactly,
school
it's
age.
just school age. So you have to look at those different things when you're looking to buy or renovate
Absolutely.
or update and stuff like that.
There's
So
some
it's very, very important.
compromising that has to take place,
Yes.
and I know sometimes people want 100% of their checklist,
Yes.
but you're not going to get it 9 times out
It's
of 10.
hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Yeah.
get.
So it's a different place out there, and as the market stands now, it's very fluid.
Yes.
The market's very fluid, and the opportunities are many. Like you said, what are you willing to give up? Because everybody has to give up a little bit of something.
Yes, they do.
Me, I had to give up a whole bunch of closet, okay, all right, stuff like that.
But he got a whole bunch of rooms.
I got a whole bunch of room.
Yeah. Well, when
Not
the
much
kids go
closet.
off to school, you can use those other
Oh,
closets.
I told her this morning, I'm moving a lot of my clothes in the Alexander's.
That's what I
Is that the
did
other one on the
with
first
Sabrina.
floor?
Yeah, because he,
My stuff there.
you know, basically because the boys are only there every other weekend,
Yeah.
or so, you know, so I'm move a lot of stuff that I don't mind walking down the hall to get over in the his closet. My suit's gonna stay with me.
Actually, I'm surprised you like whenever he goes off to college, just convert that into a whole like.
You have never had a
Get ready
conversation with
room.
my child. That is not. That would be no. You know, he feel like you was trespassing or something if you change his room into something else. Okay. All right. So that's why we got.
Surprised you didn't tell him that anyways.
Yeah,
You know
that's
you're
why we got-
trespassing.
that's why we got the many bedrooms as we have, because we don't have to hear none of that. Okay. This has been Real Estate U Show. I'm E.L. Crane. They are not, but they are. Dina Ramos of Platinum One Properties. Chris Blackwell of One Innovative Group, powered by Platinum One Properties. Jennifer Nina of My Mortgage Inc. And me of the hangry, disgruntled status, because I'm going to eat when I leave here. And I don't care if my wife get out the car, stay in the car, take a nap. I'm going to eat. She can come in with me if she wants to. She just sit there and watch me eat. But then I'm going to eat. All right.
Well, she may be a little delayed. She might have to negotiate some more smuggling deals.
Yeah. Because
That's true.
I'm married to a smuggler, people.
Jennifer.
Now,
You're married to
it's
a
not of
person
the,
that
it's not
makes
of the
money.
it's not of the illegal type of drug smuggling, but smuggler just the same. Smuggle is smuggle. But she's trying to help the peoples.
Yes.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Yes, because we are the Real Estate Youth Show.
We are.
All right? And we are here each and every Saturday. There he is. It.
Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Yeah. Our producer, he need to drink his coffee. Caffeine don't help if you don't drink it.
No, it don't.
Well, I'm not allowed to bring any drinks into the studio again without a little sippy cup
Yeah,
protection.
she gotta have a
cup.
sippy cup.
Yeah. This is-
Dina's sippy cup.
Yes. And once again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers
Yes,
who are
happy
viewing.
Mother's Day, ladies.
Day. And happy Mother's Day to our mothers in heaven.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Happy Mother's Day to our mothers in heaven. So I'm E.L. Crane. Tell the people bye, people.
Bye,
people.
people.
Bye. Have a great, happy Mother's Day, everyone.